Hey Cryptopians, this is Laudie, your community manager, and we're back with another episode of Cryptopia Community Asks, where we go through our socials, our Discord, to see what the community is asking about us. And tonight, we got a question about one of my most favorite topics inside the game, and that is the factions. Let's go. All right, so the question is coming from a recent AMA that I did in a partner Discord, and they are from the GGEM community. Once again, thank you so much for allowing us to showcase what Cryptopia has to offer to your community. And one of their community members asked this question. Okay, so the question is coming from Gardner PH from GGEM community. Sir Laudie, nicely done. Thank you. Kindly explain a little bit about factions in the game. Are the characters in the game also can be minted? That is a very good question, Gardner, and thank you so much for joining that AMA, listening to me showcase what Cryptopia is to ya, and then asking this very intriguing question. Okay. Now, in order for me to really allow ourselves to learn what the factions are, and so that I can guide you through, and one of the best ways to do it is through our wiki. So let me guide you through how to get to our wiki, okay? So let's go ahead and pull up our website. Okay, so we are now at our website. Now, if you notice at the top, there is a wiki button. So all that you need to do is click that button right here, and then you will be taken to our wiki. And if you go to the left part, you can see there are a bunch of categories for you to choose from. And then right at the bottom, around this part, you can see the factions. Okay, so in this part, it'll give you a very brief introduction of what the factions are, but to just, give you a short story of it, when the concept of Cryptopia was introduced, a lot of people wanted to go to Cryptopia, right? But not a lot of them, or not all of them, have their own, the same ideologies, right? They all have different opinions, different takes. So these groups of people grouped each other into, to form the 4 factions of Cryptopia. And those are the Eco faction. All right, there you go. And then John Smith is their advisor. We have the Tech faction, which is headed by Sam Clark over here. The Industrial faction, okay, guided by Peter Nolan. And then also the Traditional faction, which is led by Jane Brown. Now, if you want to learn more about the pros and cons of each faction, the best way for you to go is to our wiki. Now, when you start our game, you will be asked to choose a faction, and ultimately that will decide how you are going to progress in Cryptopia. So deciding which faction to join is very important. So I suggest that when the game launches, you go ahead and go through our wiki and learn more about the faction, so that way you can align yourself with the faction that fits your playstyle. Okay, and there's a bonus question there. Another question right there was, can your characters in game, can they be minted? That is a very, very good question, because I don't think that they can be minted, but it's a good idea. It's a good concept, and maybe that's something that we can implement inside of the game. But for now, to answer your question directly, that is a no, but it sure is a good idea, my man. So yeah, thank you so much for sending that in and asking these wonderful questions. But that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. If you want more content from Cryptopia, please leave us a like, subscribe to our channel, and ding the notification bell to be notified of the latest episodes. We do a ton of content here in Cryptopia that educate our community about our game. So if you want to learn more about our game, join our community, come have fun with us, and see you in Cryptopia. Bye guys!